Young girls gathered for a slumber party, watching scary movies. The macabre and grotesque events on the screen seem new, but maybe decades or even hundreds of years old.
The Birds by Hitchcock, for example, has always been a really frightening film. And what a lot of people don't realize is that it was based on an urban legend. There was a story going around that if you went to Hyde Park in London, you couldn't walk on a certain path with a certain person, or you'd be attacked by birds. Like all urban legends, it reveals your secret sin in a very public way. I mean, let's face it, being attacked by a flock of birds is not exactly private.
What's that? I think danger and tension are the key ingredients. And that's kind of my fascination with urban legends, is no one really knows where the story came from. And so I kind of delved into this story and tried to explain in a very funny way how this story came about.
Well, it's no great secret, you know. I found the hook when I went to open up Jill's car door. It was caught in the handle, you know, hanging there like I don't know what.
It was a good thing I was wearing my new hook with the quick release straps.
I was begging Jack to just pull out of there. I mean, we weren't doing anything.
We know urban legends can create movies, but could a movie create its own urban legends?
I think people like to be scared to some degree. I think that's why horror movies are so popular.
It's kind of like people who get on a roller coaster knowing it's going to scare the daylights out of them, but you do it anyway.
It taps into something, I think, primal in all of us, that fear response I think a lot of people have.
It's always related to somebody that you know. Supposedly, these things exist. That's what makes, I think, urban legends scary, is that supposedly this happened to somebody.
We always think they're about us. There is always some quality to them that is personal.
It's kind of exciting and scary at the same time. I think that's why people are attracted to it.
Even the most exotic of urban legends could happen.
There's a part of you that entertains the thought that it might be true.
Urban legends don't exist in one medium. As people tell them to kind of examine our fears with a sense of fun and a sense of gotcha. And that sense of gotcha is always a big thing. And Blair Witch stepped outside the screen.
I've got this detective calling me at home asking about these three missing filmmakers and, you know, how come he had never heard of this case, and because it was so close to where he used to live and so on and so forth. And he's going through this whole spiel, and I just had to stop him. I said, hey, this is all fiction, man.
It became an entity not just in theaters. It wasn't something that you could walk away from at the end of the show.
It kind of taps into the spirituality and this need to have some, you know, some grander purpose to our lives.
And I think people just believed in it and kind of championed this legend. Like they would almost like try to convince each other that it was real.
This could happen to me. That's my neighborhood.
What they did was they spin doctored their own urban legend.
We didn't make Blair Witch to be a hoax, but I just think people, they wanted to believe it, and a lot of people got carried away.
People go in the woods in Burkittsville and they say they can feel this vibe out there. We never even shot the movie in Burkittsville.
Most films seem to have a need at the end of the film to wrap everything up for you. This one didn't. It just left you hanging.